I'm here with Dr. Marguerite Barnett, who is the owner of the Mandala Medi Spa, and to which I've been to many times. And I was so thrilled to get the opportunity to talk to her about this important topic. She's on the board of the Women's Resource Center, and she also feels a real strong connection with this particular topic of work-life balance. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you feel about that topic?
Well, yes. As I was telling you, I'm not only the owner of Mandala Medi Spa, but I'm also a double-boarded general and plastic surgeon. I went to Harvard, MIT, and I went through the Army Scholarship Program, so they owned me for many years. So like any woman who has more than one career, I'm a surgeon, owner of a spa, and you may not know, but I have a life as a professional dancer on the side.
Oh, fantastic.
So trying to balance all that is difficult. And I would agree with the top. You can't always have it all. I personally chose not to have children. It's not that I didn't believe I couldn't do it, but I had to be realistic about the fact that I did not have family support or a supportive partner in life, and I don't think it was fair to any children to do it. I'm sad about that, but on the other hand, I have a life that most people only dream about, getting to go around the country, perform on evenings, and save lives and reconstruct people and make them beautiful during the day and all sorts of stuff. So I think the most important thing about the topic is to realize that women and all people should have choices. You should never let anybody say you can't have your dreams, but you have to be able to plan and make choices, because in order to achieve all these different kind of things, you have to prioritize, and you pay your monies. You can't do it just lazing around. You have to think ahead. So that's all I'll say.
That's fantastic. I actually waited until I was much older to have a child, and so I'm actually having for the first time to say no to things, and I think that what you're saying is so relevant, because it is hard to kind of realize that a few doors might actually close at a certain point, but that you can still fulfill your dreams.
Oh, and that's the wonderful thing about technology. Now the girls can store their eggs. When I was going through, it wasn't that way. You kind of had to make your choice. I'm a bit old. I suppose I could do, say, some sort of in vitro, but frankly, at 60, I don't want to be chasing a toddler around. So, I have a lot of dance children. I call them my children. Young people I sponsor. So my life is full, even though I didn't have children. There's always something that comes up, but I chose, and I'm happy with my choices.
So I also wanted to ask Dr. Barnett about her views that women have now finally been able to enter the front lines of the military, and how do you think that that will impact them, especially in your role as a plastic surgeon and the fact that you have been served in the military as well?
Well, the fact of the matter is that warfare is no longer the old conventional thing where people lined up and fought. It's very much America has overwhelming power, so it's pretty much guerrilla warfare. And I think it's going to be that way in the future, and unless China catches up or something, but they're pretty far behind. So women have been involved on the forefront. I mean, these explosive devices will maim people who are supplying, who are coming up behind, so no one is safe. And I think it was, if a woman wants to serve in combat, yes, many women have restrictions on their personal strength. I personally had to carry a 45-pound pack, and I'm only 90 pounds, or I was at the time. Now I've gained a little bit of weight, and that's physically very difficult. But I was committed, and I was able to do it. And the other advantage was I didn't eat as much food, I didn't take up as much room, and I sure didn't bitch as much as some of the guys did. So I had skills. When you're out in a small cohesive group, people watch out for each other and they cover for their weaknesses. So I think it's totally doable. I know there are people concerned about it, but the reality is women have been on the front line and committing themselves to battle very well.